The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s, South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy-fi series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
And stay tuned right now for those two characters of many characters, CBS Radio's Bob and Ray.
Now Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Hi again, everybody. Bob here. Four more requests for the mailing list. Want to put them in the in-basket, please?
Sure
Send
thing.
them okay.
Okay, that makes the grand total of how many thousands so far?
Oh, come on. That makes a grand total of 8. And I don't know whether that's 8, 80, or 800.
Well, they're all on our mailing list, and they'll be in line for the stuff we may send out. And if you want to get on the list, just write to us, please.
And don't forget, too, that we have finally reached an agreement with Mr. Webley Webster, and we do have now the exclusive broadcasting rights of the Webley Webster coming out party on the 21st of March.
Boy, that's only a couple of weeks away, isn't it? That's going to be a real big day. You want to mark that on your calendar because it's an event you won't want to miss.
Chances are the 21st of March is marked on your calendar anyway, being, of course, the first day of spring.
Well, not on your Bob and Ray calendar, it isn't.
No.
Because by that, it's the 22nd of March, isn't it?
That's right. Because
the 20th.
Those of you who just joined us, we had calendars, and we made them. We forgot it was leap year, so that's another subject,
Yeah,
Bob, and I'd rather not get
sort of.
off on that now because it takes so long to get it organized.
I think the telephone is ringing.
Bob, I don't know how to thank you. You've always noticed that. Let me pick it up. Hello.
Hello, Ray. Kent Lyle Bertley here. Say, I'm not going to be able to make it into the city today, Ray.
Oh.
I just wanted to let you know.
Who is it, Ray?
It's Kent Lyle Birdley. And you're not coming into town, you say?
Ray, I probably won't be able to get in to see you fellers for a matter of a few weeks. I had a chance for a free ride to Chicago.
Well, that's not...
Some friends I met at the second-hand clothing store are heading out that way by motor. And they asked me if I'd join them.
Well, certainly. What are you going to do in Chicago?
Just kind of hang around, Ray. I don't have any definite plans. I may drop around to some of the radio stations and see if I can be placed there.
We have a tape and a transcription of the week that you were with us. Would you like it?
Certainly would like to have it, Ray. It might come in handy as an audition.
Mm-hmm. Well, where could we send it?
Just send it in care of the second-hand clothing store.
And they'll...
They're getting my mail for me right now. I'll be leaving the end of the week.
Well, I don't... Gee, I'm sorry. You won't be in then.
I can't make it, Ray. I know you are sorry. I know you're sincere when you say that.
Yes.
But I won't be able to. I'll let you know when I get to...
What do you say?
He's going out to Chicago with some friends he met at a store, and he can't come over to say hello.
Oh, yeah.
We were cut off there. Somebody cut us off. And now, friends, we have this for you to listen to.
Confidentially, before I got the happy habit, I never could have talked to strangers this way. Mumbled, maybe, but talked? Oh, never. And my happy habit is catching. One listen does it. Arthur Godfrey, Art Linkletter's House Party, Gary Moore, and the new Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney show. CBS Radio has them all. It's live showbiz sound. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Catch?
Now, is everything set up at the World Communications Center?
Well, I think it's as confused as ever, but let's get about it anyway. As we call in from spots around the world, Bob and Ray news reporters who are stationed there to bring us information and news that may be...
And from the Bob and Ray World Communications Center in New York, it's time for a look at the world's news, what the world is thinking and saying, by our far-flung correspondents in Rome, Lisbon, London, and Paris. Well, the Summer Olympics seem to be uppermost in sports-minded people's minds, and so for a report on what's going on in London in regard to this, we call in Phil Fish. Come in, please, Fish.
This is Phil Fish in Rome. We are looking forward. I left London about 3 days ago to come down here to Rome to cover the Summer Olympics. Talking with some of the native Italians here, I discovered that they are as anxious to witness the Summer Olympics as I am. That does it. Now back to America.
Bob and Ray's London correspondent Phil Fish. And now for the report from Rome, our accredited correspondent there, Brad Balloon. Come in, Rome, and Brad Balloon.
Hello, Ray. Hello.
Hello, Balloon.
Hello. This is Brad Balloon in Lisbon. It is wonderful to see that does it. Now back to America.
Our newest correspondent, Maynard Maverick, is standing by in Lisbon, Portugal, about ready to report on the sports picture from Lisbon. Come in, Maverick.
Hello, Bob and Ray. Kent Lyle Bertley here.
Engineer, you've got Kent Lyle Bradley.
I won't be able to make
That does it. Bob, will you try to pick up our correspondent, please, in Paris?
Right. For a report on the Summer Olympic activity in Paris, here then is Phil Fish.
This is Steve Bosco. Well, spring training is underway now. As you know, we have 2 leagues. There's
going to Chicago, Bob and Ray. I won't be able to drop by.
This is Steve Bosco, rounding third. He's thrown out at home.
Unfortunately, our transmission has been rather garbled, and we have brought you what we could of the reports of Phil Fish, Brad Balloon, Maynard Maverick, and Steve Bosco from the Bob and Ray World Communications Center in New York.
Bob, I want a meeting in the morning.
Sure.
Boy, I've never heard a report from around the world so thoroughly messed up or botched up in my life.
I tell you, we got off to a bad start. I was handed a note just as I took the air with that feature saying that
Bob, let me finish. I am fit to be tied. Why couldn't this be correct? This was taped.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
A week ago.
I know that.
A week ago it was taped.
I know that.
What happened?
Let me explain. Phil Fish was supposed to be in London. That was our first pickup point. You got that?
But Kent Lyle Bradley, he's on there. He's going to Chicago.
That was a crossed up line.
Steve Bosco reporting on spring training. The whole thing was built around the Summer Olympics.
That's right.
Well, suffice to say that it was a bomb. It was another radio goof for which we can take bows, I suppose. I'm embarrassed. I have to go out tonight to a very, very important party.
I know. You'll be met by people
These
who
people
ask
are going
you
to say,
what happened.
They're going to say, Goulding,
Oh,
that was a
listen.
mighty nice world report you had. And then they'll snicker and laugh.
That
Now,
puts you in an embarrassing spot. I can imagine. I understand.
I just can carry on, Bob. I'm gonna ankle off here for a while. I'll be back. I'll be back. But not tonight.
Okay, if that's the way you feel about it. Will you fill, please, Webb, with a little bit of jealousy?
Oh, no. Carry on with your show.
All right.
And now, chocolate cookies with white stuff in between them brings you another episode of Lawrence Spechtenberger, Interstellar Officer Candidate.
In our last episode, Lawrence Spechtenberger had received a call from Earth requesting that he return and take part in the great debate with State. Now, at a testimonial dinner, to honor his departure from the planet Venus, we see Spechtenberger and Bug Mellish, who's come to pick him up. And we hear...
For you have released all tension from your body.
Giving in my honor.
Yeah, but we got to get going, Spechtenberger.
Please, this girl here has been so
And you
much
have
help to me
released
during
all
my
negative
stay.
thoughts
Now,
from your mind.
these are her final words.
Sure, a bunch of people here. They must have liked you, Spechtenberger.
Just be quiet, please, Mug. I want to hear what she says. I'm going to miss you, too.
And you have replaced these negative thoughts with positive thoughts.
You feel real tired,
Of
Spechtenberger?
cheerfulness.
No, I feel
And
like a new
happiness.
man now.
You feel rested
Yes, I certainly do.
and contented.
I feel kind of tired myself.
And now you retrace your steps
Yeah, well, look, we got to get going,
and
Spechtenberger.
return
Wait, Bob, will you,
once
fellas,
again
please? Just a moment. This
to
girl
the
has been
beauty
very kind to me.
of
I know that, but... Wait a minute, she's going to say something else.
Be quiet.
And you go forth with a feeling of well-being,
She said that, did she?
of strength and courage
Oh.
and self-confidence.
Thank you. And as the postmaster at this farewell testimony dinner for Lawrence Spechtenberger, I'd like to call upon our dear mayor of Venus, who probably knows a few anecdotes about Lawrence that he'd like to tell us about. Here he is, Mayor Prominent.
Thank you very much for this warmer ovation, and I don't want to take up too much of your time telling stories about Spechtenberger, other than to say we have had a very pleasant relationship with him here. He has built a frozen custard stand to be envied by all, one and all. He has done a marvelous job and built the profits of his frozen custard stand
Thank you, Mayor.
to an unheard
Now,
of feat.
the
Thank you very much.
We'd like to call upon
Come on, Spechtenberger, let's get out of
guest of
here.
honor to Lawrence Spechtenberger, who will say a few farewell words.
Make
Mr.
it short,
Spechtenberger.
Lawrence. Make it short.
Thank you, my dear friends on Venus. It is indeed a sad day for me to be leaving Venus. I want to thank you all for the help and the assistance you've given me here and for the understanding. And it's with a heavy heart that I board the ship to return to Earth. If you ever come to Earth, I hope that you'll drop in at the Space Academy and say hello to old Larry Spechtenberger. And I'll never forget you folks here on Venus. Thank you.
And with speeches over, Lawrence and Mug prepare to return to the spaceship and head for Earth. Be sure and join us for our next episode when we'll hear Lawrence say...
Well, folks, we're back. We can't get the ship started.
In the next exciting episode of Lawrence Fichtenberger, Interstellar Officer Candidate. Lucky that episode ended when it did, huh?
Yeah.
Our time is just about up for the day. But we'll have some words of advice for you in just 10 seconds.
Now, Bob, how about another one of your...
All right, Ray, I wrote this one last night. Don't be a cheat because it'll make you unpopular.
Until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you all to write if you get word.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumbs.
Bob and Ray came from the CBS radio.
And KCBS, AM/FM in San Francisco. FM in San Francisco.